Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is John with Tommy's Top Picks here to bring you your weekly flesh and blood market update. Here we go. If you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe. I don't know, slap the share button, leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. What's going on in the market in your world? Is there anything about these products that you're pining over, you want to get for ProQuest that you can't quite get a hold of because it's too expensive? Is there anything in particular that's driving you nuts? Dropping in price you paid too much for? I know a lot of people don't like to admit that. I can admit it. My dragon has recovered, but two of them have not. I overpaid. It happens. All right, let's go into the markets. Let's see what's happening. It is a relatively quiet day today. There is not a whole lot going on. As you can see from this heat map, we have one thing on fire, which is first edition WTR boxes jumped up by $839, 20.17% to $4,998. We said this last week, and we were saying it way back before that these prices were unsustainably low. There's just not that much of this product left out there, and we are seeing it climb. So it's nearly $5,000 now. I don't think these will ever come back down. None of this is financial advice, we'll see some retraces, but I mean, come back down like it was back here where it was just sitting in this like $2,000 to $3,000 range. Oh, sorry, that's off the screen for you guys. I apologize. Where it was sitting in this $2,000 to $3,000 range for a while here. This was a low. This was the doldrums. This was the anger and uncertainty phase, right? In here, we had a good 3 months. When the markets are down, that's your accumulation phase. That's when you want to take the leap. It's the hardest time to take the leap because you're afraid of all those sorts of things, that it will never recover, that it's going to zero, that da 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 da. Those are the times to act. It's when I act. Although I think I ended up buying. I did buy a WTR box for the shelf. I think it was over here. I think I waited for quite a while to buy it. But point being, when it's low, that's when you go. And that's just, it's not financial advice, but it is the way to play any sort of speculative market. You have to go when the blood's in the street, when everyone's afraid, that's when you buy. When everyone's fearful, that's when you get greedy. When everyone's greedy, looking at you, Pokemon, that's when you get fearful, i.e. you exit into the hype, which I am doing a little bit of. Anyways, into the flesh and blood world we go. This is spiking up. Now, I don't know that it will ever come back down because it has been low for a very long time. It's slowly accumulated by people, and now we're seeing the point of no return on supply. This is a product they will never reprint in first edition. So, moving on, Tales of Aria. This is first edition booster boxes, down to $66, 5.71%. Not really that big of a deal. We've seen it in this price range before. It just kind of bounces back and forth, and it has been the whole time. We'll look at the goofy chart, but that's Tails for you. There's a lot of supply. Everfest down 8.47%, $54. Nothing crazy here either. We saw it lower a month ago, so nothing really worrisome here. This is again just kind of the movement of the market with an oversupplied product. We'll see all that change, and I am happy to report that these seem pretty stable. Now, is this all map? Is this all map? This is all map for sure. Dynasty is. I'm not sure if Uprising is. I'll have to go back and look at that policy, see when that changes. But either way, it's still holding pretty stable. Even when it does dip down, it doesn't stay down for very long. So that's pretty cool. 2.0 seems to be working. Unfortunately, Tales and Everfest will be forever, well, not forever, for a long time. I wouldn't say cursed, but troubled by the amount of supply that's out there. It's just, it's going to be there for a while, right? So it's going to be cheap. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't expect anything to rise anytime soon. There was an honorable mention on Monarch. It went down 4.65%, almost 5%, not a heat mark. But that's okay. $82. This is the lowest in a long time. Not by a lot, but let's see. Yeah, this may be the lowest Mon first edition boxes I have on record. Checking back, I think it is. Yeah, $82. That is the cheapest Monarch I have since I have been recording. So if you've been looking for Monarch, it might be a reasonable time to pick up a box or two. The case is down 1%, so nothing crazy there, but it's also at a fairly low number. Not its lowest low, but fairly low. So yeah, that's it for this side of the market updates. Kind of lame this week. Pretty quiet actually. I guess everyone's just focused on gameplay, right? Everyone got their ProQuest pieces, right? The market's probably cooling because if you don't have it now, it's kind of too late for your ProQuest, right? So no one's like hype buying. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at what's actually happening on the cards. Oh man, I didn't set this right. Let me get that to go away. Can you see? Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so this is best-selling list for Dynasty only. What do we have here? We have Black Tech Whispers, obviously still popular. Surgical Extractions, $52. It has come down a little bit, like I said, cooling post the ProQuest thing. Although I can't imagine the hype around ProQuest being Arachne. I know Tommy just went to a Battle Harden. He played Arachne. He was the only one playing out of like 130 people in the actual event. So Arachne's not a ProQuest popular thing. Maybe it is at local armories. Let me know. Is your local armory see Arachnes? Is that like a fun deck people are playing at your local? I know Tommy has been a little bit, but it's not his most competitive deck, so curious. Let's see. There's something else that was very notable on this. Oh, the Command and Conquer is sliding. Take note. It has been coming down just ever so slightly. I don't know that we'll get much downtrend on this, but you can see we have 420s, 425. Last was 430, 440, and above that before that, right? And then it goes back down to like 475. They were all selling for really high, and now it's come down to 421. I have a feeling we're not going to see this chart because it's bad update, but I have a feeling this is going to tip over a little bit and come down. I don't think it will hit this low, this 400. I could be wrong, and I have been wrong in the past when it comes to Fables, so take it with your own grain of salt. But I do have a feeling that we'll see a little bit of a discount here for this card for a while. Now, how hard it goes down, how far it goes down, we'll get to the 200 ranges like other Fables have. I doubt it because usable, it's beautiful, and people want 3 of them. But I have a feeling we will have a moment of discount in there. The Emperor is still holding at $1,000. It popped back up after its low point. I don't know if that one's ever going to really come down because there's just not that many of them in the world. The Angel has been dropping as well. It was, kind of 400 or 500 range for a long time, and it has slowly creeped down. It's at 348 when it was selling for 370 kind of range before. Not sure how long that lasts. Again, another one that probably won't stay low too long. But we may get a doldrum where you may get one of those post-hype doldrums where the next set's about to happen. Everyone's focused on that, and then these cards start to go for sale. I did finally pick up the Mechanologist. I know I might have missed the lowest price. There may be a better price coming up, but it's totally worth it for me because I want that on my wall. I like the art. I like Dash. I like the idea of that deck, even though it's not a deck that's really playable yet. So I just went ahead and pulled the trigger for the sake of my own, personal decorative nature of my office. Nothing special there. I will pick up some of these, if not all of these Marvels. The Hanabi Blaster, the Crown, etc. The Crown's probably going to be the one that's the hardest to get a hold of. Yeah, it's listed at 300 now, but it's selling for 160. So I'm not sure if these are just run out or what happened there. Maybe people are doing a buyout on it. I don't know. If I miss it, I miss it. I'm not too worried about missing that Marvel. But the other weapons, I have a feeling they will come down as we get to the next set, and the next set of Marvels get revealed, etc. So that's kind of where I am on that. I did want to jump over really, really quick to... how do I do shop all? There we go. Sorry, I'm used to the full interface. To here, and just point out some of the popular items that are still best selling. So obviously the tunic, the boots, those are all key. Crown of Providence has come down. Note it's at 210. I did manage to sell my rainbow foil one, I think 245 or so. It did go higher than that. I think it went up to like 270s range. I don't know if any sold there, but I did sell mine pretty high, pretty close to the top in the hype of this ProQuest. I have a coal foil one, so I didn't mind selling the rainbow foil. And then moving on, what was the other one that was key? Command and Conquer broke 100 for a little bit there, and now it's back down to 80. So that was a pretty important one. And Eye of Ophidia, which was running 400 range, is now coming back down, cooling off to 375 range. My guess is people that have money getting into the game, learning the game, thinking that the best cards are all it is, and not necessarily the reps on the deck, which those of us who have been playing for a while know it's reps on a deck, beat cards any day of the week. You can have the best cards. If you don't know how to play the deck, you're going to lose. And so they got hyped, they got excited, they had money to spend, maybe sold some Magic stuff or whatever, and spent the money, got the best cards, realized that they have to work a lot harder than they thought they did. It wasn't just the best cards that got them the win, and probably are selling now. I have personally seen that happen in the last ProQuest season. I think it was last ProQuest season. Someone came in, bought all these cards, got real hyped, lost pretty badly at a competitive event, and couldn't take it. Didn't like the game anymore and left the game. So sold everything. So it does happen. Some people just don't like the idea of losing and aren't very able to, hang if it's not like in their favor, or they don't have a chance, feel like they have a chance to win. We've been talking about that a lot in the Discord. How do you keep new people in that are, a little more, want a chance to win, and everyone's kind of at a higher skill tier, right? So there's some tricks, I think. Commoner's one of them. And there's a few things. I think Tommy and I will probably talk about it in the podcast. But anyways, this is where the market is. Let's jump to the charts. All right. Unlimited WTR, pretty interesting to see it hop up. We are maintaining our tier here. Hold on a second. Yes, we're maintaining our tier here. Basically, what's happening is we have reached our new height. We do have a little bit in ARB opportunity. It looks like it's less than $1. Why is it? Oh, 73. I see that labels for that. Yeah. So it is more than $1. It's a couple bucks, but nothing crazy here for this arbitrage opportunity. I don't expect this to last much. I think WTR Unlimited is vanishing. We have some people that have commented saying it's only at one distributor at this point. So just be aware of that. If you do want your WTR Unlimited, it seems like we won't have much for much longer. They reserve the right to reprint this product, so keep that in mind. This is not the best speculative asset. The Unlimited is reprintable, and because it's such a good intro set and teaching set, I would not be shocked if they did another WTR event where they release a huge wave of it like they did maybe a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. So that is what has kept WTR above ARC, is the fact that they did that once. They can do it again. Will they? We don't know. All right, moving on to ARC. ARC is pretty much at parity at its new high tier. Look at how stable this is. This is beautiful. So we talked about come up, it can bounce down. You want it to bounce off the top of the previous high, and then it bounced back up way above, which is actually pretty nice. And then it settled in right here, right at this midline. It's a beautiful place to be. It's nice and quiet, just hanging out there. I want to see it stay here for a while, get some volatility, and shoot to the next tier in maybe 3 months, 4 months, whatever it is. All right, Crucible Unlimited. Up and over. We're seeing this curve over. I don't know if it's going to come back down. If the box prices are any indication, it does look like it will come down. The premium is intact, so everything's kind of healthy with what you expect to see at this point in this product's life cycle. Crew is a non-draftable set, therefore it's going to have a little bit different dynamic than the other products. Monarch. Yeah, we're at this next tier here for Unlimited. That's just weird because Monarch is just weird. People don't like it, and Unlimited's even less popular than first edition. There's a ton of first edition. So, that's fine. Cases got up to the next tier, hanging out there. I like it to be stable. That's cool. It's still like super, super cheap. So, take it while you can. Why not? All right, moving on. Tales of Aria Unlimited. No one even buys this product, right? No, actually, people do buy it now. It's pretty common to see people get prize packs in Aria Unlimited and things like that. It's just funny because for the longest time, there's so much first edition. It was like, why ever bother? So, yeah, nothing here. Parity, stability. Actually, the whole market's kind of quiet down. Look at that. Look at it. Most of these charts are like craziness, just quiet, straight lines. It's kind of cool, actually. Oh, yeah, duh. God damn it. One of these days. I should just take it off. They're never going to release it. They said they would release it in September. It's my fault for believing LSS would do what they said. That's not nice to LSS, but it's true. WTR, first edition, stable at this low for the cases. Still crazy price, still unbelievable, right? This ARB opportunity keeps going up as these prices on boxes go up. So eventually, this is going to correct itself. At this point, you can make $2,500 a box. So you can make no, that can't be right. That is right. You can make 10 grand? No. Is that right? Oh my God. Yeah, you can make almost 10 grand. Holy crap. By buying a case, cracking it, and selling the individual boxes for about 5,000 a piece. Yeah. That's nuts. That's nuts. Okay then. Yeah, make 10 grand. Make a cool 10. Wow. That is an arbitrage opportunity. That is actually pretty freaking tempting, I'll tell you. That's assuming this is legit and safe and assuming you can unload it. Both of those are big assumptions, but not completely unreasonable assumptions. This is not financial advice. This is a terrifyingly risky play, but it is a play that we have identified, and it is something that is theoretically viable. I'll leave it to you to decide what you want to do with your own money. It's serious money, though. Anyways, ARK, moving on. Yeah, we saw the spike up, stable here. We'll see how that holds, though, because these older products, they take a few weeks to like drop back down if they're going to drop back down. I really don't think it's going to come back down, but ARK has been pretty flexible the past months. So I could see it coming back down, especially with this ARB opportunity here, this situation. We may see it relax a little bit again, or conversely, the boxes go up, which I think is actually probably more likely, because this $1,000 price was ridiculous. $1,200 price is stable and reasonable, except that you're leaving a $500 per box situation. So you get a case. Oh man. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the premium. I got it backwards after that WTR, man. That just messed me up thinking about that. Yeah, so never mind. There's a premium there. You can't do that with ARK. You can only do it with WTR. Sorry. WTR threw me off. I'm like, I can make 10 grand. I'm very tempted to do that. If you can't tell, my mind is spinning on it. All right, Crucible, first edition dropping off. I don't understand why this product is dropping off. It's an old product. It is equally, maybe not equally, but it is also going out of style and hard to find, and it will run out soon enough. So a very reasonable price for these if it's something that you're looking for as old products and such. I know Crew's a favorite of a lot of people because it was the first Every Hero product, right? Anyways, Monarch dropping steady, and it looks like it's slowing its decline, so we might see it hook up in a little bit here. Curl does have a premium still, nothing special there except for like being at all-time lows. Tales of Aria, first edition. So we have our volatility, we have our drop, we have stability, and a slow climb. You could say a slow climb there. We do have the premium intact. The box prices have dropped off again. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think we're going to see some more volatility in Tales of Aria. Moving into Everfest. Again, volatility and stability. And box prices kind of doing the dance. This is just what we see post-product. Although Everfest is probably... I think this is how it works. I think this is just the market after a certain number of days. You still have that dance going on, and we're just kind of getting out of it with Tales of Aria now. With 2.0, with Uprising, it's a more upward trend, which is very exciting. And then the box prices are mapped steady with a little bit of a dip and drop in here and there. But the fact that there's an overall upward trend is pretty solid, if you ask me, on the cases. I think that's pretty promising for the overall 2.0 trend. And Dynasty is just a hot mess because, look, it just drops off while it waits to figure out what the price is and for map to fall off. Anyways, that is your market update. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, leave me a comment if you're tempted, as I am, to do that WTR arbitrage opportunity. Yeah, let me know in the comments. I'm curious if anyone's actually going to do that and if it'll work out. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. $2,600 difference between box and case box. Anyways, I'll leave it there for you guys, and I hope you're out there cracking packs, playing games, enjoying your ProQuest, and whatever else you're out there playing. And until next time, have a good one.